I'm out getting rocks, little pebbly type rocks, but the flatter the better. I'm here in the mists, the rocky area. The tide has been out for about an hour, and I came down on the beach. It's about 9 p.m. 9 p.m. It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, 9 p.m. And I've just come along the shore when the tide's been out for. It's been at its lowest about half an hour. And I've been looking at in all these little crooks and crannies where the rock pools are situated. See where the sand goes into the accumulated larger rocky areas where one would expect to find rock pools and the like. See, like deep down there, that's where you'd find the crabs as the tide is nearly at its lowest. Now the water has even left the lowest pooled areas, the lowest areas, even the rock pools the tide has left. See the stream out into the, currently on the beach on the Wirral side. When the water leaves, the pebbles and the stones where one would pay a fortune for at the garden centres gather. I've, in said pink box, I've managed to gather a few. Yeah, because this is what I do when I tend the garden. When I put out the plants and when I do my pots, I lay these on top of the soil to prevent the grass and the weeds growing. And when I put my bulbs to sleep for the autumn, winter, I lay these on top of the soil. When I put their pots away, put these on top of the soil surface of them. And I always use them for decoration purposes in the garden also. I just need a little handful that I had just ran out of them as I'm putting on one of the pots for my bulbs. It's just one pot of bulb I'd ran out to finish surfacing with. And yeah. Wherever you are anyway. So obviously I'm not wearing a mask at the simply because it wasn't the chemist who had instructed me this. I had been told it by this lady behind the counter, giving instruction to me, speaking in this voice I'd never heard before, with artificial, including artificial small talk, which I had never ever engaged in with her before, not even small talk. It was always simply one word or two words I had ever heard leave her lips, just simply to tell me that yes, he'll be there with you in a minute, Warren. Literally, those would be the only words I'd ever hear from her, and they were always ever in a serious tone, in a professional tone, whilst the chemist was making up my medicine. You know, for me to arrive that day to having to be received by her with flowing small talk, in full evening hair and makeup, in professional white doctors, chemists' robes, the contrasting her face with the daytime attire, with really awkward, uncomfortable, forced small talk, with this instruction to wear a facial coverage, a mask on future visits. It was all you know, with her name not being above the door. That is how I have then, for me, 6 days later, to go in with my handkerchief. I'm deciding to use my handkerchief, not instead, but just for me to use my handkerchief on my next visit, and that for that not to be picked up by the chemist himself. And we are in now the state where we're in now. To explain why explaining why I am using my handkerchief rather than one of the facial masks. Sparkling gooey seaweed, see? River Mersey, scouse seaweed. Yeah, lashings of it. See? Lashings of it. Some there, see, there's that one there. Yeah, getting that one. Now it's a little bit too thick because I've already got loads already tonight. I'm going to leave that one at the back exactly where I found it. Yeah, I found that. There you go. Crikey, how was that? There, wasn't it? There. This one before, saw it before. So. See there? There's my box over there. See how lovely the sand is now. See, the sand kicks out. Gorgeous it is now. God, it's like golden. You're not seeing it so well. Yeah, you will now. See? You gotta remember that the tide's only been out for an hour as well. C O V I D. There's the D. COVID. See? Did the line under it? Ta-da! It's fluffy golden sand it is. Whoa! Wouldn't want to get caught in that, would you? Whoa, see there? Where's my box? There. I want some kind of coverage, you know, in case whatever, what have you. There you go. There's another little light one. And there, fresh from the Mersey. You just, the shore of the Mersey, you've just seen me collect them, haven't you? See? They're in my home now. I've just got to fill that gap. There's a nice, see sand still wet. See the sand there? It's all crunchy. that should do. That should fill a lot of it. There, see, down there. See, it's filling up nicely, isn't it? See. Here's a little one. That might fill a little. There you go. Nice little shell size there in the middle. That, I've just got to fill that. Making it worse now, aren't I? Yeah, that goes up there. There you go. Play around. There you go. There you go. So there you go. I don't need to cover it all completely, like I say, just to create that little divide between them and us. As well.
No, it's beeping like it's cool.
Yeah, it's like flashing.
Yeah, it's 28 seconds. 30.
Just heard that.
I don't know,
right. All places of indulgences, right, in 3 days from time are going to be locked down. I think it's crazy because it's in the air. It is all around. for the year's use. See? And depending on what I need them for at the time I go and collect them is what size I come back with. I would sooner do that occasionally than go to the garden centre and spend a fortune on buying some. Even though, as I say, it's probably illegal to do what I did last night. It's not going to hurt, is it? Just little old me, is it? From the short. My in tray. Just notice now, don't the lights look particularly ravishing on the town hall tonight? I'm stood from afar, way down below, to the side. It's great what they do with the town hall. Way up there, it's really high now. Lovely, isn't it? Enough's enough. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't effing believe it. But look, see my ghost face mask, eh? My ghost face mask, right. Check it out. You would not believe. Just wouldn't believe it, would you? But everything is, nowadays, made in China, isn't it? Everything is, isn't it? Easter Unlimited ink. Made in China. Open. Places where you can go and eat, cinemas, go where you can get a drink of alcohol, cafes, restaurants. What would you call them generally? Places of what?
Indulgence.
What?
Indulgence.
Places of indulgences.